In the month of September, if you look at mutual funds have deployed close to 34,400 crore rupees in the secondary market as against 38,200 crore rupees that they had deployed in the month of August. Now, if you remove the NFOs, then the amount is a bit low at around 24,500 as against 27,100 in the previous month. Now, if you look at sector-wise exposures where where it has increased for mutual funds, it is discretionary, metals and financials. Now, these three sectors where the mutual fund community has increased exposure, while they have reduced exposure in IT, oil and gas and healthcare. Well, and lastly, when it comes to cash levels, the cash levels for mutual funds have come down slightly to around 4.9% versus 5.1% that we had seen in the previous month. Now, when it comes to stock specific actions, in the large cap, it is Samvardhana Motherson and Bajaj Housing, which mutual funds have added. Now, Samvardhana Motherson had done a QIP, while Bajaj Housing is a new listing. Apart from that, it's Tata Steel and Tata Power, where the share prices were up around 10%. Despite this, mutual funds did not shy away from adding more shares in both these counters, while BL on the negative side was down around 5%, and mutual funds have used this as an opportunity to add more shares in this count. Apart from that, it's NTPC, ICICI Bank, NHPC, which were among the sellers. Now, when it comes to mid cap, if you look at Nykaa, this was among the top buy for mutual funds for the second consecutive month. Indus Towers was down 14%, and mutual funds have used this as an opportunity to add more shares in this counter. Apart from that, it's Vodafone Idea, Ashok Leyland and Suzlon, which remain among the top sell candidates for mutual fund for the second consecutive month. Now, IDFC seller, mutual funds were also seller when it comes to IDFC, but that could be largely because of the fact that the merger between IDFC and IDFC First Bank was getting effective, while Vodafone Idea share prices were down around 34%, and now we know the reason, because mutual funds were sharply selling this counter. Now, lastly, when it comes to the small cap space, other than Aditya Birla Fashion, other stocks were largely flat, and mutual funds have used that as an opportunity to add more shares in this counter. Aditya Birla share prices were up around 5% in this time period, and JM Financial, now that counter was up nearly 41% in the month of September, and mutual funds have used that as an opportunity to exit from this counter. Apart from that, it was Zee Entertainment, Equitas Small Finance Bank, Manappuram and Utkarsh Small Finance Bank, where mutual funds have reduced their exposure.
There comes a time when your heart calls for you to arise. Plant your feet solid into the ground. Decide your own limits, and then break right through them. Become something more. It's my time to rise.